Hi guys, Dr. Adam Sewell here with Click Practice. Today we're going to be discussing the Practice Accelerator Pathway Easy Wins. This pathway, as shown here, is the 10 steps that you can take to basically activate and grow your med spa and get your click practice, meaning the digital version of your practice, up and running and make it easy to interact with customers and patients. We're going to be talking about each of these 10 steps in more details. You'll also get more information with this diagram as well that shows each of the steps that will help you as well. So let's first talk about step 1, activate a unified messaging system. As you can see on the image to the right, one of the most powerful parts of Click Practice is the fact that it can take all of your messages, whether they're phone calls, voicemails, text messages, chat messages, Facebook messages, Instagram DMs, WhatsApp messages, and put them into one single place. And as you can see here on the screen, whether you're talking to somebody through Instagram or through SMS texting, you can interact with them through the same exact way. You can email people, and what's even better is you can actually send a video, a customized video reply, which is miraculous and really makes people feel that they've been heard and they're interacting with a real person. So you can download the app, and if you don't know how to do that, we have instructions on how to do it. But once you download the app, here's a perfect example. Download the app, and then if you click the little paper clip icon here, what happens is you'll say select attachment. You can select record a video, and you can see me. It's me recording a video here that I'm going to send here to this lady named Botox Betty. It's just a test patient. But basically, you're able to reply to anyone's message with a video, which is, it really makes the next level of communication, because people really feel that you're responding directly to them. When you send a video, they get to know more about you. They get to see, kind of what you're doing, what you are like in your own environment, and really makes a good connection. All right, so let's go to step 2. So step 2 means to activate the web chat and two-way SMS messaging system. So as you can see here on this picture, you can activate a web chat. Basically, this little icon here exists on all of your pages in your account if you activate it, and this is basically a chat bot that people can interact with you. Basically, the purpose of this is to connect with people and make it easy for people to start a conversation with you without having to wait on your website. So what happens is this chat bot or this widget, basically what it does is it will allow people to communicate with you. It'll ask them for their name and their number so you can communicate, and will basically convert their conversation from the website into an SMS message, and so that way they can still talk to you. And the reason why we did that was because we found that a lot of people, they don't like waiting on a website. If you start a normal chat and you're trying to chat with somebody, you got to stay on the computer, you stay on that site, you can't do something else. If something comes up, you may get logged off, you may be disconnected. And so by moving it over to the SMS or the text messaging system, it really is a preferred way. Plus, we can interact with these people much, much later, even if they're not on the website. Which is really critical for you as well. And people love this, or prospects love this, because nobody likes to wait around anymore, and most people really love texting. More and more data is coming back showing how powerful the ability to text is whenever you do business. And the best part is your website that comes with your Click Practice right out of the box recognizes users, remembers them, and has this already installed and ready to go. As you can see on the screen here, it recognizes Sally Greenfield and knows that she's been to the website before and interacts with her. She can easily message your staff to get a new appointment or to reschedule or to add more services. It makes their life so much easier and makes your life easier too. All right, step 3 means to unlock Google My Business and Google My Business Chat. So Google My Business is a game changer for businesses. As you know, Google is the #1 search engine in the world. It has most of the traffic in the world between Google and YouTube. It really controls majority of the internet and majority of business rankings. As you can see from these pictures here, you can do everything from interact with business to request quotes. You can message doctors and different personnel. You can basically, not only by having a Google My Business profile does it gives you a better ranking when people search for you in Google, but also the more interactive you are with Google My Business, the higher you rank, so that businesses that are interacting more with Google My Business will actually show up sooner in the search results. Here's a perfect example. This is just a simple search for tax preparer in Orlando, and you see all these businesses come up, but many of them are actually rated on their reviews, on their ability to get back to Google My Business customers, and also on how verified their information is throughout the internet. So basically, by having a Google My Business open and have the chat connected to your Click Practice, it not only allows you to interact with customers coming from Google, which is a huge source of revenue, a huge source of new patients, but also lets you look better in the search engine, so more people are likely to find you as well. So when we connect the system to Google, it also allows you to give reviews as well. It makes it very easy, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But most importantly, it opens up those communication channels, and now you can receive information, calls, and messages from Google My Business. All right, step 4 means to activate missed call text back. Missed call text back is a game changer. If you don't have it already, you should have it. So often, we're very busy throughout the day. Maybe we're treating patients, talking to customers, maybe we're on the phone, and someone calls, you can't get to that call fast enough, and it's gone. You can even call that number back, they most likely won't answer. By having a missed call text back, it will automatically text them if you don't answer, and that's really important because so often people are very, very interested in interacting with you and quickly. The studies show that basically if you can interact with a lead or somebody coming into your business for the first time within 5 minutes of their initial request, they are 84% more likely to do business with you than if you interact with them 5 minutes and afterwards. So what that means is that interacting with those leads faster is really, really critical. Did you know that 62% of all calls to small businesses actually go unanswered? It's a staggering statistic. But when you look at how many hats the average aesthetic practice owner is wearing, it's no wonder. You're the injector, you're also the office manager, you're also the person who reorders supplies, you're kind of everything. So it's not uncommon to miss those phone calls because you're doing so many jobs. We also, when we connect to Google, we use a second slot in Google My Business to basically allow Click Practice to connect to Google so that we can basically, if someone goes onto Google and they try to call you from Google and you don't answer it, they will get a missed call text back, which more often than not will start a conversation with them. And so that way you can see who called you, you can learn more about what they need, interact with them, and many times generates appointments because, to be honest, most people out there would prefer to text message you than to call you, just because it's easier for them and more convenient. It also allows you to track and record for insights, and it turns phone calls into the SMS conversations that you can follow up on later. You see, if someone calls you and they don't interact with you or you miss their call, your ability to interact with that person is much, much lower than if they were to actually text message you, because if they text message you, it starts a conversation that can exist. And in our framework of our society, text messages can be answered at different times. It's more of an asynchronous communication, and so it allows for you to interact with these people at later times and dates, which if you had just missed the phone call alone, you wouldn't be able to. Google My Business also is a huge amount of revenue, and a lot of people are missing this because if they're not in Google My Business and they don't have this connected right, if someone tries to call them and doesn't get a hold of them, they just move on to the next person in the list. There's no delay. There's no, hey, let me try 3 times. Most of the time, unless they're a direct referral from somebody else, if it's a new patient who's never seen you and perhaps is taking a chance on you just by calling you, you want to make sure that you can get back to that person because a huge amount of revenue is lost just from being unavailable. Sometimes you can't help that, but with this solves the problem. All right. Let's jump into step 5, which is automate reputation management. So we all know that reputation is really, really critical. How many reviews you have, how many people are viewing your site and your profile. It's really important. Well, when we connect Google and Facebook to Click Practice, we automatically pull in all the reviews for both and we place them on your website, only showing the best reviews available. This is really important because it creates a scoreboard for you so that you can see in one place how many reviews you're getting per month. If you want to have a lot of reviews, you're going to have some system to collect them that's automated, and ClickPractice does provide such a system, but you also have to be aware of how many reviews you have so you can constantly monitor and say, am I getting more reviews than I usually get? Are we continuing to collect those? It also makes it very easy for you to reply to reviews, and studies have shown that consumers want to see businesses that reply to reviews so they know they'll be taken care of and that the business cares about their customers. Bad review responses often encourage customers who are on the fence. This is commonly, not really understood, or it's maybe counterintuitive, if you will. But a lot of times when you have a bad review, if you reply to it in a professional way, many times people will be more attracted to your business because they see that you're always doing the right thing, even in the face of people who may be unfair. Most importantly is, anybody who has a Google My Business profile, anybody who has a profile at all on the internet, can get fake reviews. They can get reviews that are spam. They can get reviews for the wrong person. I know I personally have seen this where people have put a review for the wrong doctor on my profile, and then I had to reply to it. But one of the cool things about ClickPractice is that if you get a spam review or a review that is totally fake, you can actually press this button right here to dispute the review, and this will automatically send it to Google, who will then determine if they should take this off your profile or not. But it basically starts a dispute process for you without you even having to leave. You just literally click that button, answer a few questions, and you're good to go. All right, step 6. We want to activate easy money collection. One of the most important things that happens is that many times people get into their practice and they have a point of sale system, maybe something that they use to sell different products. Many times the system is a pre-programmed system with certain things in it. So for example, if you buy this item, it's worth this much money. Well, in real life, customers are always wanting different things. And so it's very important that you have a way to easily create an invoice and send that invoice out in a very easy way for the customer to pay. One of the most powerful features of ClickPractice is that it can connect to your Stripe account. And if you don't have a Stripe account, it's free to get one. But basically, a Stripe account will allow you to basically invoice people through links. So for example, here on the right side of the screen, you can see if you go to basically interact with someone, you can press a button and you can request a payment from them. You type in the item and the price, and it will automatically give you an invoice number. If you wish to change it, you can. You can select a due date for that invoice, and then you can send it, and it will actually send a text message link to that person and allow them to pay directly from their cell phone. And this is really, really great for collecting one-off payments. So if someone, maybe you're selling something at a discount, maybe you're doing some kind of bundle or some kind of package for somebody, and you don't want to go through the cumbersome system you already have, you can simply use this to send them an invoice, collect that money, and it's all marked in your system, ready to go, and it's easy for customers. Also, what's really great about it is pretty soon you can start using subscriptions as well, so people can join your VIP program, can join your bank program, all through a text message, which is really critical. And as I mentioned before, many of the practices have point of sale systems with fixed prices, and so this is an excellent solution used by a lot of practices to basically make that gap where, like, if it's not in the point of sale system, you can send them an invoice easily. The person can get it right on the phone, right in front of you, and pay for it even before they leave your office. All right, let's jump to step 7, discover easy email broadcast system. So here is the easy broadcast system. We have a drag and drop system that allows you to build simple emails for your list or your list of customers, list of patients. Basically, you can easily put in a logo, you can put in an image, you can drag a button and type things in, all in a very, very simple format, and then review it and send it. It allows you to basically broadcast emails with an ability that is better than MailChimp. You can drag and drop whatever you need. It's very simple. It will take you literally like 5 minutes to learn how to use this. You can do newsletters, updates, and most importantly, sales. And it allows you to continue to interact with your customer on an ongoing basis. At the end of the day, people do business with other people they know, like, and trust, and who are top of mind. So by having a communication with your patient, with your customer, it helps keep you top of mind, so they're always thinking about you, or that you're always on their mind. They're more likely to do business with you as well. All right, we're on to step 8, which is automate frequently asked questions and automatically educate patients. This is a huge advantage for anyone because so often, you'll end up interacting with people and you find that you're kind of giving the same speech over and over. I'm not sure if you've noticed that yet, but one of the things that I've always do when I interact with a lot of different patients is that I know that after a while of speaking to so many patients, you end up kind of having a certain thing that you say about that subject. It becomes almost automated, something that you could say with your eyes closed or when you wake up at 3 a.m. because you've done it so many times. So we know that every clinic has frequently asked questions. You can now automate those and basically have the system of ClickPractice reply to those frequently asked questions with your automated answer immediately for you. So for example, here on the screen, we have this question that comes in. It says, "Hi, I have a question. What do you recommend for under eye treatment?" We have it automatically programmed in that if someone asks for under the eye treatment, they'll automatically get recommended the DEJ eye cream for under eye treatment. And here's a link for it. Let me know if you have any questions or need help with your order. That's done automatically so that if anybody asks about that, it's automatically done. You don't have to get to it right away. The customer gets interaction correct right away. You can always add to it if you want to using the ClickPractice Unified Messaging, as we'd mentioned before. But it basically will make your life a lot easier by answering the common questions. The other thing it does is that it allows you to provide educational content to patients. So for example, if you're constantly going over a certain thing that you say regarding Botox, a certain thing that you say regarding fillers, you could record such a thing and automatically send it out to people before they arrive, so that when they arrive in the office, you're not repeating the same speech of the same thing that could have been automated. Instead, you're interacting with them about their specific issue. They're already educated before they even hit your door. Saves you and them a lot of time. All right, moving on to step 9, expand your digital footprint. It used to be in the past that having a location was really critical. Having a location with good visibility, with great signage, really helped your business. Now, the same is true, but it's on the digital frontier. The more that you can have digitally, the better people can find you, the more likely they are to interact with you, because more likely people are going to use their phones and their internet to find you. We have technology for you where you can instantly generate nearly 100 citations and backlinks. And the reason why this is important is that means there's 100 separate websites that will basically refer to your business, mention your business name, mention your business address, put your business telephone number on there, put your business email on there. And what happens is that all these citations or all these backlinks from other websites who are recommending you or putting your information on them basically gives you a higher authority level in Google and other search engines. You see, Google and other search engines require these citations and backlinks in order to determine the authority of the person that is basically the authority of the website. And from there, based on that authority, is how they know how to rank you on the search engine results. So for example, if you have an authority of level 10 and a competitor of yours has an authority of level 3, and you publish the exact same article on your website, Google is more likely to show the level 10 person first than the level 3 person. This allows you to easily control your key information, and should you need to update it, it becomes very easy. From the app itself, you can actually update your information and push it to all those 100 different websites and all those different backlinks, so that so you have one unified system, one unified address, etc., all throughout the internet. When you have a unified name, address, phone number, and email all throughout the internet, the search engines see you as being more credible. If you have a different address, a different phone number, a different email on multiple different websites, search engines like Google won't know which one to show, and they decrease your ranking and don't show you as often. What this allows you to do is control your key information and make sure that always all the profiles on the internet are completely accurate about your business, and that it makes it easy for customers to reach out to you and get more information. All right, moving on to step 10, last one, connect a link page to your social media. You know, in so many social medias like Instagram, you're only allowed to use one link. Well, the problem is that if you have different things you want people to do with you, you're going to have some way of basically showing them all the options of interacting with you. So one of the things that have been really popularized is using this thing called a link page, where when you press on this link, it shows you the various options which people can do. Some people may call this even a link tree. Use this link page or link tree to guide prospects where you want them to interact with you, whether you want them to schedule an appointment, whether you want them to go to your skincare store, whether you want them to read more about a certain article. Whatever it is, it allows you to do that. So most importantly, it allows you to interact with customers and basically allows them to find the information they're seeking from you by having this link tree, which is included in your ClickPractice account. So as you can see, there are 10 steps to get your business from nowhere on the internet to have a large footprint and being able to be easily found, easy to interact with, and using advanced automations and making it easy to collect money, all through these 10 steps. If there's only a way that we could make this easy to complete the steps, we did. And so if you go into your account, you can go to this thing called Launchpad, and if you click on Launchpad, it will show you all the steps necessary that still remain for you to actually complete this. And when you complete this, it will allow you to get everything you need to set up to get those 10 easy wins. So it makes it very simple for you and makes it as automated as possible. So once you go to Launchpad, each step is shown. You complete all the steps and you'll get launched for your success. So just to review, we have these 10 steps here, and they are: you want to activate the unified messaging system to have one place for all communication, so that when you interact with a customer, whether they're on Facebook, whether they're texting you, whether they're emailing you, all in one system. Step 2 is to activate the web chat and the two-way SMS messaging so that you can make it easy for people who are on your website to interact with you and carry that conversation beyond your website and continue to interact with this customer even after they've left your website. You also want to unlock Google My Business and Google My Business Chat, because these are becoming more and more popular for people to find service providers. Also, most importantly, Google My Business gives you better ranking. And when you have the better ranking, it's really, really critical, because that will allow you to come up first in the search engine and get free traffic from the big guys like Google and Bing. You also want to activate missed call text back. We know that 62% of calls to small businesses go unanswered. That's a lot of people that are looking for services, that are happy to interact with you. They're ready to go. And by having the missed call text back, you'll be able to reach back out to them and start a text message chain with them, which makes it a lot easier for you to interact with them at a different time. You also want to automate your reputation management. Asking for reviews isn't fun, and it isn't something you should have to do. Basically, by using our system, we'll automatically do that for you. We'll collect the good reviews. We'll identify those. We'll show them on your website. We'll collect the reviews from Facebook and to Google. When people come into your practice, you can press a few buttons and get them ready to basically receive a link to give you a review. And if that review is good, we publish it. If it's not, then we ask you to go talk to them and deal with any issues that you may have. We also activate the Easy Money Collection, the step number 6. Getting Easy Money Collection has been proven to be very, very critical, because it fills in the gap where sometimes something that you're trying to charge a customer may not be on your system and may be difficult. By using a text-to-pay link that comes with your ClickPractice, it allows you to collect payment easier and simpler than ever before. Step 7, you're going to discover the Easy Email Broadcast System, and allows you to basically build newsletters, emails, specials, and send them out to your customers so they know about you, they're aware of you, and you're top of mind, so when they need something fixed aesthetically, they're coming to you. Number 8, you want to automate those frequently asked questions and automatically educate patients. We all get the same questions over and over. Wouldn't it be really nice if you could just answer them once and have the computer basically do the work of educating the patients for you? That's what this does. It basically will allow you to answer any of the commonly asked questions automatically, and allow you to provide educational materials to send to patients to constantly educate them so that when they arrive at your office, they're already educated. They know who you are. They know about everything that they should know about. And now they can just talk with you one-on-one and you can get down to treatment. It saves you a lot of time and it allows you to be significantly more efficient. Step 9 is to expand that digital footprint. As we know, the world is going more and more digital, more and more online. So in the past, you might have needed a special location with heavy traffic. Now that is not the case. Now you can have a really great digital footprint and drive people to any location. Expanding that footprint is really critical, and we have the technology and tools to get your practice cited on over 100 different locations throughout the internet to give your practice authority with many of the search engines and allow the process to be very easy for customers to find you, to get the information they need about you, and to make sure that all of your addresses, phone numbers, and emails are updated all across the internet. And finally, number 10, connect that link page to your social media, because having that social media link page will allow customers to interact with you when many times you can only place one link, but you want to provide a lot of value to people. You may want them to be able to book an appointment from that link, to go to your website, to go to your store. All of that through one link can be done. It comes with your click practice and allows you to interact with people on social media so much easier and allows them to get what they need and allows them to interact with you very efficiently. So make sure that you use Launchpad as your checklist. So basically each step is broken down as you can see here. You literally just follow the steps and it will complete all the tasks for you. Our team is also here to help you should you need to, but complete all the steps for the max business acceleration. And that's it. We wish you the best at Click Practice and accelerate your practice. One purpose, one vision, freedom through prosperity.